Hello, fellow Protendos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Flair, and yes, we are back with more like Weiss Schwarz content. Basically, we got the news. I am very late to this, but I'm sure you guys know. But I still wanted to talk about it. We are getting the Weiss Schwarz online game in English, fam. Like we did it. Like they predicted it. They granted our wishes. Actually, you shall receive now. A little bit of more context here. I did a video about this previously on the same topic. If you want to listen to that, watch that, check it out if you will. It's in the link in the description in the YouTube video, or it's gonna be a card somewhere or something, I'm sure. But basically, it was like a prediction video, basically, that is this gonna come to Weiss Schwarz, the previous one. Weiss Schwarz English is gonna come over here on this side for the West and such, to the USA, and yeah, it's the truth now that we got the information, right? So yeah, I apologize for being a little bit late about this. I have been busy. February has been a busy month for me, a busy month for me with taxes. And then single win this month as well. Yeah, I'm sure you know. But yeah, I'm not going to be talking about that. We're here to talk about the Weiss Schwarz online coming to English, so we can, based on that information alone, we can get this hype going, right? Get this hype train going, right? So it's staying the same though. So but by the way, if you guys haven't watched the English conference about this news, I can link that also in the description, or as a card, etc., etc. Just to make sure everyone's on the same page with this. I'm sure you already know, because I'm very late, but just in case for somebody who don't know, what's going on, there you go. It's the English conference. Plus, Narissa Ravencroft was part of that conference to promote their card game, the Hololive TCG. But anyway, Weiss Schwarz Online is the name they kept. They kept it for that name. It's going to be true for the English side as well, as far as there's going to be a white side of the game, the Schwarz side of the game. So white side, black side. So again, it's going to be like Ruby, Sapphire, Pokemon type deal. So only certain sets, I guess, you start out with. I'm not sure about the entirety of the whole game, if you can get the other side of the game's cards or not. But you start out with certain type of sets for Weiss, and then for the Schwarz side, you start with a certain amount of sets for that side, exclusive to each other side. It seems like so. With that in mind, again, you're going to have to buy the game twice to get all the cards, to get all the sets. It is available. It's going to be available for both Steam and Nintendo Switch, fam. So let's talk about that with us. So a game is being made for the Switch 1, because they did not specify. It just says Switch. I checked out the website. Again, it just says Nintendo Switch. So is it for the Switch 1, or is it going to be for the Switch 2? I'm not sure how that's gonna go down. That is a little confusing to me. I'm like, we're in the era where Switch 2 is relevant now, fam. It's not. I mean, I guess the Switch 1 games being made, not just Bushy Roads games, but I guess others as well. I haven't really checked. I haven't really keep track of that, because we're on the Switch 2 days now. So yeah, if it comes to Switch 2, that'd be better, but I'm not sure. I think it's going to stick to Switch 1, which is fine. So if people still have the Switch 1, they haven't got rid of it for the Switch 2, hey, you can still play it. You can play that on the English side of things. You can take it on the go as well, because the Switch is mobile, so that'd be nice. But I'm not sure how it's going to work with online capability. I did touch base on this on the previous video, but we can touch base on it again in this video. So going online, is that going to be fair? Because like, if you get this game for Steam, you're not gonna be paying like extra like membership to play online. So for the Nintendo, for their system, the Switch, you need a Nintendo Online subscription to be able to go online for some games, and not for all. But like for Sonic Crossroads, you must have a subscription to go online to play with others. For this game, I'm not sure, but if it's going to be cross-platform, so like if this can play with Steam users, then it's more likely you're going to need a subscription, because that's all the assumption I've made when Crossroads have made that decision with Nintendo. They're like, hey, I guess we have to, if you want to play with others, cross-platforms, PS4, PS5, Xbox, etc., from Nintendo Switch, to play online with others, you're gonna need a subscription, which kind of makes sense. But for a game like this, I'm not sure if it's just for 2 systems. Quote, I mean, Steam's not really a system. You just need a PC, or you can play it on the Steam Deck. I'm pretty sure this game's gonna be okay with doing Steam Deck capabilities. But yeah, that's where we are with that, fam. That's very interesting that the Switch 1 game's still coming out in 2026, 2025 even. But yeah, so 2 additions. Again, if you watch the conference, you know, but I can state from what we learned from it. So when you get the physical version, going back to the Switch version of the game, that's the only way it can be physical. You can't get a physical copy of the Steam copy. It's just everything's digital on that side. You would get a promo card. They still haven't told us what type of promo card it is. But again, it's only for the physical version of the Weiss Online. And this is coming out simultaneously in the fall with the JP release, which is pretty nice. Like they haven't really done that. I mean, I haven't even kept track of that. But as far as like the in real life card game wise, international releases simultaneously hasn't really been done in a good while, as far as I am concerned about it. But yeah, that's something to look forward to this fall. I mean, if they push it to like late fall, you know, Christmas era, then I know where they're going with that. You know, that's probably where they get the most sales for stuff like that, especially if it's a game that's going to be on the Nintendo console. They're really big with the Christmas holidays, like special deals and such, which I kind of hope they do. But I don't know, it's going to be a release, you know, it's a brand new release. I can understand like DLC down the line probably, because they say you go to start out with these sets that they have for these games, so that means down the road there's going to be more sets, which I'm excited for, but I'm already confused. So let's talk about the sets a little bit, okay? I am confused, fam. I know I already said that, but like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, so the Sword side, for an example, I believe it's the Sword side. I touched base on this in the first video. It's confusing. So we have Toho Project for Swords, I believe. The Sword side, if I remember right. So that being said, is that set going to be here in real life? You know, in the real life card game of Weiss? Because like that doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, it's cool. Maybe they might do a digital only set, which would kind of suck, because I can speak for myself. I'm one of those people that like to have like physical things. I mean, it's a card game too. You like to have the physical stuff in your hands. You know, that's the whole point of card games. You just sit across from your table from your opponent, your friend, your family member, whatever, and play a good game of Weiss. That's why the cards exist in real life. You know, that's the point of it. But digital only, I kind of get it. I mean, Shadowverse for a while was digital only, and Bushy Road in a sense owns that. So theoretically, I kind of get where they're going with that, but like not for a game that's already physical first and then push to digital. It's just awesome that it's going digital on top of it still being a real life card game. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? So like, I don't know. So and then there's a set on the Weiss side, which is a set I've been wanting for them to bring over to the English side. They still haven't yet. Is Sneaker Bunko. Now it's Katekawa Sneaker Bunko, which is probably not all the cards, but the ones that I want are not from Katekawa. If you know, you know. They're pretty spicy cards in terms of art as well. So, yeah, for this to make sense to me, I think they should bring that all those sets that they listed in those games that's not here in the real life game on either side. Like Toho's brand new for both JP and English. I mean, it's not coming to English, probably not at all, but for JP, it's still brand new to them. So, what are they doing? I don't get it, man. I still don't get it. Don't get me wrong, though. I am very happy, as you can probably tell with the sound of my voice. This is exciting news. Again, I'm sorry I'm late, but man, I just want to talk about this because I love Weiss. This is awesome. Like, it's my favorite card game ever, and having a digital. Yes, Sam. We're here. We're gonna do this. Probably gonna get some let's plays on this too. Maybe we'll see down the road. But there's Aogiri High School. There's Quintuplets. There's also Idolmaster, Sword Art, Bang Dream. I mean, those are just the ones that we're gonna start with. So again, down the road, they're gonna add more sets as the years come, days come, and such. With the updates and such. So I don't know. They're probably gonna charge a pretty penny for the DLC. Again, they already released a game for both Switch and Steam, which is Card Fight Vanguard. Excuse me for the stutter there. So what they're doing with that, as far as new sets go for Vanguard, we can just go off of this because Bushiroad owns Vanguard. They add sets as the time goes on, which makes sense. Advertise the product, make more money off the game, new cards, new content. Everybody wins. So for Weiss though, it's going to be tricky because Weiss is a crossover card game. It has all sorts of stuff. I mean, you already know just by me mentioning what sets are here, right? In the game, the digital release. I mean, there's way more sets obviously in the real life game, but you get the point. So this is going to be crazy for licensing, man. I mean, they want to make a game like this based off of this type of card game in the first place if they can't do it. Now, that being said, we might not get everything in this game because it's cramming every single IP that we have in the real life game right now up to this point. That's that's gonna be so much money, so much contract, so much licensing. I would imagine, because I mean I'm not a professional, but to license something again in a digital format, I'm pretty sure you still have to talk to the people who owns that stuff. You know what I mean? So I mean, if we want, if you ask me of what I want to see in this game, I mean, Hold Alive, for that set to come into the digital game, that would sell pretty good, pretty hotcakes, man. That would sell like hotcakes because Hold Alive is, it's a very famous IP. It's a very famous agency. It has the V2 Intelligence. If you know, you know, obviously. But another set I would like to see in there is Konosuba. I'm surprised that they do anything with Love Live. I mean, I think they own Love Live in a sense, kind of. I mean, they have a Love Live card game, but I'm not sure how that works. I don't know if it's like a traditional card game or if it's just kind of like Goddess Story where you just collect cards because they look pretty, I mean, you do that with this game too, but you know what I mean? Like an actual game to play these cards in. Yeah, so Konosuba is what I want to see. Love Live, Hold Alive. Because Konosuba is another famous anime, good IP. No Game No Life, but I doubt it because they only did one set for No Game No Life here. It did okay, and the cards that's in that set, it's for a meta standpoint, if you were to look at it that way, is alright as well. So that's probably not gonna come over. There's so many, man. There's so many to list off. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna put more gacha-esque type games, sets, into this game, like Azure Lane and Uma, I'm sure. Because Uma is coming to English. That's more news in the same conference. The Uma Musume is coming to English of Weiss Schwarz, which is pretty big. I know that's a good famous game in the anime or whatever. I think the anime came first. I don't know nothing about that. Just know it popped off when it came over here. It's a gacha game, horse girls, anime. So yeah, it's it's doing pretty well for itself. So it'll be Futsu Gasaya coming over in that game, fam. I mean, we got it English. I don't know. That's kind of hopeful thinking, but this is it, man. Weiss Schwarz Online. So in my previous video, if just in case you missed it or you don't want to watch it or whatever, I'll mention it here as well. Weiss did do something like this way back in the day when it first started off, getting off the ground. It only had a few, very few sets. It was just Idolmaster, Fate, and 6 others sets that were in here. And then they had the mascot card Shiyoko and all that stuff. So way back in the day on the PSP, LD and JP Olympic. Never got this in English. They did had a game with the same similar thing that they're doing for this game, which is two different games. So Schwarz and Weiss, you pick your poison, you get the one you pick, you get those sets, and that's I think that's all the cards you got for the rest of the game, because I don't think there was DLC at the time for the PSP era. So that was the only time Weiss went online digitally. That was the only way they play it digitally, not in the real life card game format. And since then, because that was like 2011 or something, it could be even older. I'm not sure. PSP is a very, very old system now, and they never touched base on something like that ever again. So it's kind of like, well, it's a new era. Weiss is kind of popping off. It's getting more and more famous depending on the sets and such. Like, I don't know if Farron's gonna be in here, but I know that's a very famous anime, and it's in Schwarz now, and it's doing pretty well. So yeah, it just really depends. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, so they did a digital type thing with this already. So, but that was back then when they didn't really have to worry too much. I mean, Fate, you still have the license to do that, to be able to do it again, because they don't own that, right? So, but to do it now, I mean, this is nice. I mean, Quintuplets is pretty famous. Touhou Project, I know a lot of people like that series. Idolmaster, yeah, and of course Sword Art. You know, that I feel like that's like one of the easiest IPs you can license. Man, Sword Art Online is everywhere, man. But yeah, it's nice to have something like this again in the modern era. But going back to my previous video, mentioning that if it was a mobile type game, like a gacha-esque system, kind of like what Pokemon TCG Pocket's doing, and Master Duel, if people still play that, it would pop up harder, because that means the game would be free. But I don't know. I like this type of game. Like it feels like a AAA title, which I'm all for it. I mean, gacha games at the end of the day is just, you know, it's on your phone. They're usually free. If you want the better stuff, you gotta pay money for it. But this type of game, this route, I'm glad they went with. This is going to get a story. It's going to be like Vanguard. It seems like a school setting, from what I can tell. I mean, obviously everything's subject to change, you know, as we get closer and closer to release. They never really gave us a specific date, to be honest with you. They just said fall. I mean, I'm happy it's even this year. They could have just said fall of next year. Could you imagine? Yeah, I mean, Smash Bros. Kind of did that. Let's take a whole year out, basically. It was a little bit more of a year out, if I remember right. But yeah, they could have pushed this out more. But I think they're pretty much set what they have now. Who knows? Maybe we might get some stuff before release. Sometimes that can happen. There'd be like little surprises here and there. That, hey, we'll add one more set for both sides, and if you pre-order now, we'll throw in another PR card if we get the physical version. You know what I mean? So, yeah, fam. This is going to be nice. This is Weiss Schwarz players. We are winning, man. This is going to be something. Oh goodness. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Like, is this going to be something that you're gonna get for like pick up for Christmas or such? Like, you think, are they gonna do like a sale already, like a sale release during the holidays? Because if it's super close to Christmas, I can see them doing that. And then are you gonna get the physical version, digital version? You're gonna get the Steam version? Are you gonna get the Switch version, Switch 1, I guess? Because I don't know, man. I mean, Switch 2, I mean, if they release it for Switch 1, which it looks like they're going to, they gotta upgrade it to the Switch 2, man, because we gotta get with the times here. Like the Bushwell's getting closer and closer with each step they take with stuff like this, but they gotta do a little bit more better. Like, maybe I'm asking too much, but like, come on, man. Look, competition here, relevancy, all that good stuff. So the Switch 1 is old now. It's very old. It's like a 8-year-old, 9-year-old gaming system now. Like, dang, man. It's almost a decade old. The Switch 2, it's basically the same, but it's just better with graphics and such. You know, holds more battery and memory and such. But you know, you get it. You know what I mean. But Steam version, once you go online, there's no such thing as a subscription for online for Steam for stuff like this. So if you get it for Steam, I would imagine you can just hop online and you're good to go. So it's like, but for Switch, I get that everybody has like a gaming PC or even a laptop, I guess, because sometimes things get expensive, man. So like games like this is going to be the expensive thing. I'm telling you right now. Vanguard was very expensive. So this still being a Bushiroad product, that it's going to be a pretty penny. Plus, inflation sadly is a thing. So it's going to be like an 80, maybe a $90 game. I hope not 70. I think we're past $70 now, because when I bought the most recent game, like AAA title I bought, was Sonic Crossroads, and that game was, oh man, dude, that was like $80. No, 90. Sorry, 90 is because I bought the deluxe version, but without the deluxe, it's like $80. It's like, oh man, dude. And then Vanguard was even $70 before the inflation of games that went up in price. So yeah, take that information with you, and you can then make your decision from there. But yeah, fam, I'm excited. This is crazy. I know this is basically what I've been saying for the first video, but now we got confirmation. I could talk a little bit more about the information that they're giving to us and a little bit more detail as the game comes out. So yeah, I want Hololive to be in there. I don't know how that's gonna work. Some other old sets, like if they could bring Log Horizon there, that'd be crazy. If they could bring Bunny Girl Senpai is kind of new because of that new set, but like the original Bunny Girl set, that would probably pop off. I mean, people like Mai Sakurajima, right? That she's your famous anime character, and bringing that set back in the digital format in the game would work. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's the facts. So stuff like that, it's nice that they can add on later down the road, or they could just keep surprising us. Like Touhou Project, again, it's brand new to everybody, but nobody has it in the physical card game. But it is coming out, I believe, in the JP side of the real life Weiss game. So there might be hope. It only makes fair. It only makes sense, and it's only fair that they bring it over as well. Like Sneaker Buko, at this point they have to, man. Like, come on, like I've been waiting for so long for Sneaker. Nankato Kawa precisely, but like something from Sneaker. I mean, the closest thing we have here in English is Konosuba 2, the reprint, and there's some cards in there that's from Sneaker Buko, but they have different images, have different art on them. So, but the effects are exactly the same. That's how I know. So it's like, okay, just bring it over, man. Like, I maybe it's complicated to bring something like that over because it's like a bunko set. But yeah, Weiss Schwarz Online is coming in the fall, fam. I'm excited. I'm sure you guys as well. And you guys already heard the news. Again, my apologies for being late for like the fourth, fifth time I kept saying. But yeah, just been busy. But I'm glad this is still happening. This is still becoming a thing on the English side. So they did not forget about us. Thank you. I just hope they don't stick to this digital only format like Touhou Project in a sense, because again that's coming to JP side, but English, I don't know, fam. Like in a Sneaker Buko and Gary High School, I don't know, but Bang Dreams here, right? Sword Art's here. Idol Master, I don't know what type of Idol Master it is. It's like shiny colors or something. I don't know how that works. It's like different iterations of it, but Idol Master does exist in the card game for both sides, okay? I don't know too much about Idol Master, but you know what I mean at that point. So yeah, it only makes sense to bring over Butter Girl, Love Live, Hololive, Konosuba, the famous sets, and then the niche ones maybe. I mean, probably Overlord's probably going to be in part of this, because Overlord is still relevant. It's still kicking butt in the tournaments, I think, as far as I remember. And Seven Deadly Sins. So okay, so if they bring over like English exclusive stuff, I mean that's gonna get confusing real fast. So like, if they somehow got the license again to do Adventure Time for this game, that'd be nice. It'd be very cool to see Adventure Time again in a digital format and in Weiss. But like, if they're gonna do like simultaneous release to make it both fair for both sides, JP, the Japan folks are probably confused, man. They're like, what the hell is this? It doesn't even look like anime at all. So they might lose sales on it because it's a cartoon, man. At the end of the day, so they're like, yeah, well, what is this? But then Ruby will be the same situation, and then Avatar: The Last Airbender might be the same situation. So who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, guys, I want to keep talking about this, but I gotta leave it at that. I'm sure as the information comes, as the days come, we're gonna get more and more stuff. So DLC, let me know what you guys think. You guys gonna get it for the Switch, get it for the Steam. What sets you want to see come to this game? And then are you gonna mod it? Like, I wonder how a mod is gonna work for Steam. Like, you gonna like just put in or just like change the art of the cars just to become fully sneaker bungle. Like, I can see that happening or something, stuff like that. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna start heading out. I'm excited. I'm glad this is coming to English. Oh man, I just wish I was able to do this video earlier, but it is what it is. You know, life happens. But yeah, Flair is out. Peace out. I'll put more content in you guys' face. All right, bye.